Well, with me for our first guest here, we've got Kristen Ma. She's the co-founder, along with her mother, of Pure and Simple, a chain of spas in the GTA, and she's with us to talk about healthy, natural skincare. Welcome, Kristen.
Thank you for having me.
So good to have you here. Now, Kristen, our society is so fixated on being youthful, looking youthful for as long as possible. And there's all kinds of brands of healthcare products out there. What made you decide that you wanted to start your own line of products?
Well, I think it came from the inspiration that I got from seeing my own skin clear up. So I had acne for over 10 years, and I used so many different products, but I was always using chemical-based products. And it was when I used natural products and was just really gentle on my skin that my skin started to look so much better. That, along obviously with eating well and looking really into my body in terms of how to balance this inside and out.
Right then, so your philosophy with respect to skincare, I think it stems from a natural standpoint.
Yes. So in terms of skincare, we specialize in natural and organic skincare and makeup as well. And I think that a lot of people don't know that everything we put on our skin actually absorbs into our bloodstream and affects our internal body. So I like to use the example of the nicotine patch. You put it on your skin, you don't crave nicotine. So I think there's a profound effect that what we put on our skin have on us. And I think it's really important that we're not using things that are carcinogenic or hormone disrupting. And unfortunately, there are so many products that contain ingredients that are.
Two of the products, two of the ingredients that I know of, was looking on your website, and you've got a whole bunch of good stuff on there. But petroleum, for example.
Yes.
That they put into our makeup and all of that.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that.
Well, petroleum has been found to be toxic, as well as from an esthetician's point of view, it actually clogs the pores. So when I was using it when I had acne, it was clogging my pores and making me break out more. On top of that, it's a non-renewable resource. So from an eco perspective, I think that we want to stay in the realm of things that are renewable and healthy for the planet as well.
Absolutely. And that's a big part of it, that environmental, that footprint we leave on the planet, the things that we're putting into our bodies and on our faces.
Definitely. I think that part of beauty is being respectful to the earth. And like I said, I think part of beauty is from the inside out, and I think it's all part of one system. So being good to the environment, being good to yourself, and just emitting positivity is part of that package.
Fantastic. Well, let's have a look here at some of these products. And you were so gracious in sending me a whole whack of good things to try.
I hope you liked it.
I loved them. I loved them. So let's talk about what we've got here.
So today I brought my favorite products for anti-aging. Now, over the 10 years of being a esthetician and Ayurvedic practitioner, this is a concern that comes up over and over again. But I wanted to emphasize that you can do this in a healthy way. It's not just about like surgeries and injectables. You can just use really good natural products that also use natural cosmeceuticals. I wanted to start with explaining one of our cleansers. And this is one of my favorite cleansers because it's very gentle on your skin. It doesn't have any sodium lauryl sulfate, which is a harsh detergent. Yes, and that's usually found in shampoos and cleansers and even toothpaste.
Is this the one here? The cleansing milk.
So this one is nice and gentle, and it also contains collagen. So as you're washing, you're also nourishing.
Perfect.
Yes, and collagen is very, it's very anti-aging, and it's one of my favorite anti-aging ingredients because our connective tissue and our skin is made up primarily of collagen.
Exactly, and as we age, production of collagen falls.
It actually starts decreasing at age 25.
Ooh,
I know.
I'm past that.
Okay. I was disappointed as well. So this is just a great product not to strip your skin and to nourish it as well. But it also leads into our collagen serum.
Oh, let's see this one.
Yeah, I wanted to actually... you can try some on your skin as well. And this collagen serum is, again, great for anti-aging, and it's loaded with collagen, which is great, but it also is in a base of some soothing and nourishing ingredients. Doesn't it feel cooling and just really hydrating?
It is very hydrating, yeah.
Yes, because that's also because of the base ingredients. So it has some seaweed, aloe vera juice, and hyaluronic acid. And a lot of people think hyaluronic acid is an acid, it's going to be burning, but it's actually a naturally occurring substance in our bodies that helps us retain water. So it retains up to 1,000 times its own weight in water.
Wow, and it's got seaweed in there, you said.
Yes, so seaweed is great, again, for hydration and retaining water. It's all about hydrating and making sure that we're not losing water as we age.
Exactly. All right, and what's the next one?
Yeah, this one is one of my favorites too. I'm gonna let you try it out. It's the collagen eye roller. So you can just, Yeah, you can just roll it around your eyes, around your lip area, and that actually has 20% collagen. And I love it because you can just throw it in your bag and you can kind of use it on the fly.
Fantastic. And it doesn't leave oily?
No, not at all. As you can see, it's a gel consistency, so it
Right.
actually sinks into the deeper tissues and into the deeper layers of your skin. So it nourishes from a deeper layer, not just protecting the surface of your skin.
Very, very nice. And what's that next one we've got there?
Yeah, this one is one of my favorites. This is an oil. This is the Rejuvenating Face Oil.
Okay.
And if you look in my closet, you'll see, I mean, in my medicine cabinet, you'll see like 6 to 10 oils because I love oil.
But oil on our face?
Yes.
Isn't that an oxymoron kind of thing?
Well, as a person who used to have acne, I used to be petrified of oil, but oils are actually really sebum balancing. And as we age, again, we produce less and less sebum, and we need something to seal in water. So we have all these great hydrating ingredients, but we also need to seal that in and protect our skin.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a great barrier, and especially in the wintertime when we are losing so much water, we want to have that occlusion to really seal it in.
But it doesn't leave oily residue, make you look shiny.
No.
That's my problem. You know, I've got that oily T-zone kind of thing.
Yes.
And putting oil on there, mightn't that just exacerbate the problem?
It actually will help decrease your oil production.
Oh, that sounds good.
Sometimes we actually produce oil because our skin is trying to hydrate us, or nourish us rather.
That's interesting.
So a lot of people with acne are always so surprised that their oil production lessens and their skin is more matte when they start using a face oil.
Okay,
I know.
All right. What's the next one?
And then lastly, this is our SPF 30. So I really advocate a natural SPF. We need that as we age so that we're, defending our skin against UV damage.
Yes.
And, pigmented spots, age spots. But you want to use something that's mineral-based. So what that means is you're using things like zinc oxide, titanium dioxide, instead of some of the conventional chemical-based sunscreen agents, because they actually, some of them are hormone disruptors.
Not good.
No. So in essence, what that means is that they mimic estrogen in our bodies, and we absorb that. That can cause an imbalance in our hormonal system.
Oh, absolutely. Should everybody be wearing sunscreen? We keep hearing a lot about this.
Yes, I definitely think that everyone should be wearing sunscreen. I'm religious about putting it on my face. Sometimes not so much like on my hands and whatnot, because you want to get some nutrients from the sun.
Okay. Well, the book.
Yes.
You wrote a fantastic book, and thank you for sending that to me as well. I've been reading it, just so you know. And tell us a little bit about the book.
Yes, well, I wanted to emphasize, I guess I wrote it because I wanted to emphasize that we don't just offer skincare. Skincare is great. I obviously love skincare. I work with skincare all the time. But it's also about knowledge and really learning how you can eat properly, stress management, all these facets that really go into long-term beauty were really important. But it's really hard to explain that to people, especially when they're coming in just for a short little visit.
Right.
And yeah, this is a kind of like our manifesto at Pure and Simple, and it contains information about Ayurveda. So, we were talking about Ayurveda before. It's a mouthful. But Ayurveda is an East Indian science of healing. It's actually the sister science to yoga. So if you've taken a yoga class, you might be introduced to the idea of mind, body, spirit balance. And that's in essence what we were talking about just now. Eating, stress levels. Again, it's taking care of your mind, your body, and your spirit so they're balanced and you look and feel great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
The nutrition aspect of it is so key. I mean, you can put all kinds of things on your skin, but if you're not feeding and nourishing your body.
Right, and that's what I wanted to emphasize, because as much as my business is about skincare, I don't discount the fact that you really need to balance everything internally and externally, and that's what I found was best for my skin as well.
Fantastic. You are very gracious in giving away a package to the first caller who calls in this evening at 416-446-7090, and you're going to be getting all of these that we just talked about.
This whole regime and the book as well.
And the book. Wow. And I've got to tell you, the products are lovely. I've been using them and I'm so happy with them. You also offer like facials
Yes.
and such at your salons. You've got
Right.
4 salons,
Well,
4
right
spas.
now we actually sell our products to stores and spas all over the country.
Okay.
We also have an online store, and we have 3 spas in downtown Toronto.
Right,
And
right.
there we specialize in holistic services. So they're influenced by traditional Ayurvedic treatments, and we diagnose skin in the Ayurvedic way, which is based on your individual constitution. So it's not just oily versus dry versus combo, which is what I learned in school, but it's about delving a bit deeper and looking at that person's constitution. What are their tendencies? Are they inflammation prone? Are they, dryness prone because of, weak kidneys, things like that? Those are things we need to take into account when we're properly diagnosing you, as well as putting together a regime and program for you.
Fantastic. I've got to come in for a facial.
Yeah,
I need a facial so badly. So in the last 10 seconds or so,
Yes.
a few things that you think we should be doing on a daily basis to keep ourselves looking good.
Well, obviously using natural skincare, but drinking tons of water.
Yes.
I think people should drink more water. We don't drink enough. And I said natural skincare, but sunscreen. Sunscreen is something I swear by.
Fantastic. So then, tell us about your website. Where can people find you on the web?
So we have a website at pureandsimple.ca, and I also have a blog site, which is holisticvanity.com, which I think we were chatting about.
Yes, absolutely. And a phone number?
Well, we have so many locations.
1.
Okay. I was going to say, you can go to the website for the different phone numbers.
That's okay. They can go to the website.
Yeah.
We just want to thank Kristen Ma for being here. These wonderful products. And when we come back, we're going to be talking with Susan Poisner about backyard gardening, community orchards, all that kind of thing. Sit tight. Don't go anywhere. Thanks.